Hi, it's Hazel, and welcome to my channel, Hazel and Aka Design. This is one of those oh happy day kind of videos because I received in today's mail, I received some happy mail from Kim Newberg. Now, for those of you who maybe are new to either my channel or hers, I live in Alberta, Canada. She lives in New Brunswick, the opposite end of the country. And we, like so many others, have met through our YouTube channels. But even in comments and so on, there was a connection and a clicking. And so in March of this year, I had the chance, I made the opportunity. I got invited to meet Kim, Thelma, and the rest of the gang. Hi, Ruth. And in Winnipeg in March, which is not something you really want to say in the same sentence, and take part in some thrifting and some a scrapbook event and so on. Anyway, in October, through the generosity of Canada Post, that is, they're kind of saluting small businesses, which all of us are. On Tuesdays in October, a person can ship one free parcel within Canada or the US if you stick to certain weight and size parameters. Now, I've just cut the tape open on the box. I cannot fit it, excuse me, I cannot fit it on my desk. Kim, I would just like to know how you managed to mail a box the size of Luxembourg to me without, and staying in those parameters of size and weight. I know that I sent a box, excuse me, to Carol from Crinkled Path in California, and I was so right on the weight that another piece of paper could not have been squeezed in there. I tried shipping an early birthday present to my grandson, and I was getting error messages. So I guess I should stop rambling and start showing. So what you can't see is that this box has been remade. It was a club-sized box of unscented baby wipes. And if anyone can remake a box so that it, have the printed side inside and the brown side outside, count on Kim, our girl. Anyway, let's dig in. This already has me intrigued because, number one, it looks vintage. Number two, it's landscape, which who doesn't love landscape? And I'm always interested in building my vocabulary, so this will be great. Oh my God, this is beautiful. I wonder if there's a date on it. 67, but the original was 52. So that, I don't even know Dot and Jim, but that is so nice. And look at that. Built-in signature pages. Beautiful. Thanks, Kim. We're off to a great start here. Oh. Okay, this is, Kim doesn't use real note cards. Typically she uses adding machine paper to write notes, but this is fancy. This must be the cutoffs from gift wrap. Okay, while the box is full, I was still looking for more things to add in, so I have already started a new box for you. That one you will hopefully get in the spring. Sorry for lousy handwriting. It is what it is. I hope you use some of my junk. Oops, I mean good stuff. Feel free to please pass along whatever you don't want. Thank you so much for all the wonderful goodies that you sent to me. I really had lots of fun looking at all of it and imagining all the possibilities. I hope you like the card I chose to wrap your note around. LOL, at least you can reuse it. Hope to see you soon. She did some stick people. Okay, do I dare look at this? Oh, that's nice. This is that like a reproduction of a seed pack, or no, I guess a catalog. Cool. Of course I can use it. Okay, what else have we got here? And I did clear a bit of space beside me so I can just keep moving things out of the way. Oh, this is good too. Women's Weekly. So it, oh yeah, it would be from Europe because of the pence, 1970. So I love old, look at that, I could make my own reindeer. Oh, that's cute. That's a felt reindeer. Anyway, obviously I'm not going to flip through everything because I have a deep, deep box to get through. Today is the 25th of October. I am leaving for Canmore tomorrow, and I think I've said this before. I've never been so ill prepared with my packing because, of course, I have to do, I have to pack things to work on. I have to pack, you know, clothes and toiletries and that sort of stuff. I have to pack food. Well, no, I don't have to, but I choose to pack food because there is a kitchenette, and who can afford to eat out, nor would you want to just from a health perspective. So, yeah, I'm kind of at loose ends today, trying to do all those things ahead of time. This, if you love this tissue paper, and I do, it's got all kinds of different script. It's got postmarks and stamps. This is an item that Kim has in her shop. So you too can own some of this if you go to her shop. Love it. Now I'd better get busy and use it. Okay, what else? Oh, some handmade stuff. Oh. And because of that, okay, she's obviously printed this, you know, probably one of her own digitals, a button card. Obviously put together buttons that I would like. Very nice. And I, although it's not going to be big enough, I do have a cigar box, one of the bigger ones, that, oh, this is cool, I started putting things like this from people. Now, of course, it's way too small, but that's a good way to sort of hang on to these prototypes that we might want to replicate ourselves. Oh, a little stray dangle on a paper clip. Beautiful. Some gold. I hope that's not blinding you. It's practically blinding me. 4 cute, cute, cute. What a cute size these are. Perfect. Yeah, so I'm going to have to figure out a better way to store some jangle bells. I'm surprised that she partnered with these. She's the green girl in the group. I love milk tops. Okay, what is that one? Oh, that's French. Don't have a French one, I don't think. Oh. This is Old Man. Or is it? What is it? These are 12-inch long pieces, so maybe she cut them off something. Cool. I'll probably... Does she know that I collect rulers? Oh, look, phone HA. Not so long ago, I seem to have become an auction hound and have been buying things at auction. And in one of those, oh, here, a bunch more milk bottles, or milk caps. In one of those things, I got the original meter sticks. That's a thick one. Holy cow. Oh, it's for cereal cream. I got original meter sticks, so I don't even know when Canada converted to the metric system. Okay, so why is this one so thick and this one is like half? Anyway, unsolved mystery. These are so cool. Thank you. I love them. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So I got a couple of meter sticks in that lot of things. An Italian phrase book. I actually was in Italy once as a supervisor when my daughter went for a school trip to Italy and Greece. That's not exactly well, I guess it's better than nothing, but I don't know that I have the rigor to keep up with that schedule now. A lot of those Italian hotels, oh, here's some purple. Or I don't know if it's just Italian, but, and this is obviously off of Sorry. Love it. A lot of those European hotels, oh, look at me making a sweeping statement like that. In the hotels that we stayed in, there were no elevators. So if you had overpacked, well, you would be schlepping your luggage up 2 or 3 flights of stairs. This is gorgeous. Now, it's got a ham on it. Oh, and so much of it. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. If you're ever in doubt about color theory or, or maybe baffled by the color wheel or something, unsure what goes well together, you can, excuse me, you can always take a hint from a favorite piece of fabric. And even more basic than that, you can look at what Mother Nature has done. So if you think about bodies of water, sandy beaches, you know that those bluey greens and the different shades of brown are a no-fail color scheme. Like, you can never go wrong with that. This is just, it is so gorgeous. It's a nice weight. And long before I knew what junk journals, and you know how I hate saying that, but anyway, I always gravitated to these sorts of things. The layers, the not randomness, but the inclusion of so many different elements, whether it was in a piece of art or a piece of fabric, a magazine spread or whatever. I find it endlessly fascinating because a person could, if we had the time to be still, could take time and actually read these different things and think, oh, Tour Eiffel, 1900. Oh, Madame so-and-so. There's a richness and a depth to these kinds of things. So I love this. So she's given me some pink. Now I think those would be terriers. And again, a lovely, way to present it, to ship it. Cool. And, another reason Kim and I might have been separated at birth is because we both like ironing. And she clearly has ironed some stuff. Oh, and I love these fibers. Look at that. Clever girl. She used some old dictionary pages to make a band to hold this together. And here's some washi wrapped around that. If you guys could feel this, it is so. You remember a few years back where people were using, excuse me, all those fancy dancy yarns to make those fabric necklaces, and they were adjustable. This is a nice big collar. That's cool. We're using those, and of course I could never wear, you know, costume jewelry, so I thought, oh, isn't that the cat's meow? It's tactile. The colors were great. Well, not so long ago I started taking some of those apart. Oh my goodness, and she has a whole bunch of things wrapped up here as well. Oh, what's this? A bead. Oh my goodness, this is like early Christmas. Oh, look, there's an H. Oh, so these are note cards like we see at Michael's. Well, you know, quite often. Oh, those are nice. And of course, that's another color scheme that just works so well. And just as somebody with a, shall we say, an odd name. Oh, here's more H. Oh yeah, this is a Michael's thing too. That's cute, huh? Which is up. This is up. As somebody with an unusual name, let me tell you, there were never keychains. I did once in my life find a mug with my name on it. But, yeah, most of the time, oh my goodness, it just keeps going. This is cool. Wired edge ribbon, 4 inches. Oh, this is a Michael's thing too. Love it. So that is, well, they probably don't say, but it's kind of a bronzy, old gold, coppery. It's a hybrid metal. Oh. Ah, let's read the English side. Peel and stick decorative lace edging. Now this must be ancient because I doubt that it was yellow to begin with. Self-adhesive backing, and you can see in the picture that in, you know, on like an open display cupboard, they've used it to line the edges off the, oh, this is Regal. I wonder, does Regal even still exist? 6 feet long by 2 inches. Cool. That would be great because it's plastic, to use with paper dyeing. Oops. More of these. She clearly took apart a bracelet. I wonder if this parcel jingle-jangled all the way across the country between the bells and the loose beads. Honestly, as you're seeing some of these items, I may be passing this along because I do have a paint deck. But I might also cherry pick some of the colors out of there that I want. Because, you know, once you use them, they're gone. Seco. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, I put these aside here and never looked at. Well, there are a few more books, so let's pile them up. Some corks. You know, Kim sent me some of these before. They're different in that they are cylindrical, like they're not shaped like a wine cork necessarily, with, you know, with the bulbous head and so on. And in an earlier gift, she had sent me a couple of examples of how she uses these to make spine dangles. So I actually need to give that a try, because the corks are starting to pile up now. So I should be using them, because, you know, between, you know, some of these fibers, I can see one of them across the room. Yeah, a big bead, some cord, a whole selection of different fibers. So it's a great way to use up some of those things that we aren't quite sure how to use on their own, because something like this, you know, is almost impossible to glue down. So it's perfect for a dangly thing, because it's practically alive with all those little hairs there. Okay, what's this? Oh, more of that edging. See, this one is white. This one is very clearly, or maybe this was supposed to be yellow. Who knows? Different designs. Cool, cool, cool. And you know, something this width would be just really cute to do on some of those smaller die jobs, like index cards and guest checks and, you know, things like that. I don't know that I would use this on, you know, a full-size piece of paper, because, or I'd have to be very methodical about how I do it so that it works. Oh, and more plastic. Who knew somebody could get so excited about plastic? Okay, the box, I've now hit the bottom of the box, so I can get a little closer now to them. Okay, so let's see what we have here. This is cool. So you probably can't see anything. So it's got these medallions and, you know, a couple different border designs. And it's probably almost a yard long, so that's good. Because I think I've shown you, oh, and this is nice. Yeah, that's going to be cool. And this is very close to the size of a piece of, I mean, it would be, yeah, nice, nice, nice. And, oops, let's leave this here for the time being. Oh, that's not much better for visibility, is it? Scalloped edge, a motif here, a pineapple design there. Cool. And you can just see how precise she is when she divvies stuff up. And here's another one. Boy, you really have luck finding some of these really decorative pieces. And of course, when the design is so open, it really works well. I thank you for this. Okay, and then this. So it's got the more solid part here. So this was obviously something round. Now, I have had luck using this as well. It's obviously, it's almost like little pin dots of dye that come through those tiny holes. So this is a larger, well, again, a scalloped edge, pineapple, and then this swirly thing here. So yeah, this will add some interest to some of the pieces that I have. Thanks, Kim. That's awesome. And imagine, some people are trying to imagine the world without plastic. Where would we be? Okay, let's see what we have here. First steps in band playing. You know what? This almost, I wonder if this is, I bet you this is another title in the series that I discovered for clarinet. Like, they do mention clarinet here. So yes, this was so, I bet you it is the same, because the size and the format look very similar. Oh, I keep opening and closing this, but I haven't looked for, okay, copyright 1941. Very nice, thank you. Favorite band journals. So with, oh, Salvation Army. This is kind of a cool cover. Not, it almost feels like it's fabric covered, but oh, look at that. I've said before, I like the really dense music. I have no idea what any of this is, but oh, what a treasure. And the other nice thing about something this small, well, number one, of course, with it being landscape, you've got a cute little page, right, like so. But you also, if you're doing collage or whatever, you also have the right size proportion for even the smallest little tags or whatever. Because, you know, sometimes not all music sheets are created equal, is basically what I'm trying to spit out here. Cool. Unbelievable. I love these. I just love these little books. And because I don't know anything about music, and what's that old line? She couldn't carry a tune in a bucket. I really don't have any qualms about using them, because it's not like I would use it to play something. 1955 on this particular item. Canadian Journal for Small Brass Bands. This is so cool too. Favorite gospel songs used on the Back to the Bible broadcast. 1956. See, this too is very nice. It's different, of course, because it's got the lyrics. But it's petite. Love these. The Young Canadian Homemaker. Oh, look at that rust. 1949. Okay, so teachers of the Home Ec Department of St. John's City Schools put this together. These are so, oh, look at all those pages for notes. Or did they have nothing to say? Preparation of an invalid tray. What the heck? Did you just hear a weird sound? Oh, you know what? There's somebody at the door, but I'm not going to answer. I don't recognize the vehicle, so keep your voice down. Go away. The doorbell must not be working. Olive oil treatment. Okay, go away. That's, you know, it's kind of weird from my angle here. Sorry to be whispering, but But from my angle here, I can see a shadow by the door through the side lights. Okay, I heard a door slam. Sorry to be acting so weird. Why is that shadow still there, and why did the door slam? Just go away. Okay, the engine has started. Backing away. Sorry to be acting so weird. I'm trying to peek without being... Okay, they're driving away. Thank goodness. It would be worse if all of a sudden they had turned and driven into the yard and began circling. I would have had to stop and go confront them, I guess. So this is cool. Did I? Oh yes, there was an address, not an address. So date 1949. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, let us open some of these tissue things. Oh, well, this was a good thing to. Oh, more copper stuff! Yay! So there are these flat pieces. Love this too. She's holding it all together with a little ratty piece of... So I guess it'll be a hard decision. Do I use this in a journal project, or do I... Oh, and these are obviously squares. Some of them are squares. I love those. And somebody, please, somebody, make a note of this. Write it down in lipstick if you have to, or a crayon. Do not let Hazel hoard these, even though that would be my impulse. And then this, I'm not going to handle it very much because, you know, there have been some little things falling off, but this is good. Good, good. So, you know, I don't know that it's... Is this wired? Yes, it is. So I could see probably being able to use a small section on a journal topper, because then, you know, cut a few inches off and you've got a nice bit of blingy. But I can also steal some from my own Christmas decor, can I not? Try to contain that. I'll put that back in the box. Okay. I'm so tempted that I can't do that. I'm assuming those people left. Oh. This is a scarf. I know Kim has had a kind of a hell of a year. And Paisley. Look at that, Paisley. And I'm sure, you know, she couldn't do as many videos as she normally does. So I'm sure she hasn't watched as many either. She either sent me a scarf because she knows I have hundreds and like, what's one more? Or maybe it's just or maybe she didn't know I have a scarf or have a scarf fetish. But this is gorgeous. Again, this, you know, it just screams boho. Okay, this has some rigidity to it. Okay, so it's wired. At first I thought, when I first picked it up, I thought it was one of those things where you remove the thread and then it frees up a fringe to, like, dangle freely. But this is just fancy-dancy wired ribbon. Oh, Lord. This is so beautiful. And these little tassels. Oh, Kim, 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 Kim. I love that so much. Okay, I don't know what to do next, but so I'm just going, I won't bother taking time to untie the knot. But of course, these are usable. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now this is more of the, not the same obviously, but Catherine Lillywhites. How is it that she found this in two of my favorite colors? And I can see now why she wrapped these things separately. Number one, to protect them in transit, but also to keep these little things that are falling off from, you know, filling the box. That is so beautiful. And this is wider than normal. And you know what? Oh, and you know what is so great about this? It's got an actual 1/4 inch, well, let's call it a header, I guess, that you could actually glue it down and not have to try to make glue stick to a tiny little string. Oh my goodness, I see a tiny little gun in there. Oh, this is another dangle. So she's got, okay. Well, this is, no, that, oh, you know what? It's this. So she's used these big flat beads that came from an expansion bracelet to create this flat top. This is a ribbon-covered ring of some sort. All these beautiful fibers and then a little beaded strand. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm not sure. Oh, that's beautiful. I love the scissors. I love this. I guess maybe she thinks out in the West that we have 6 shooters and horses. Afraid not, hon. But it is cute anyway. I think I might have to pass those on to somebody that I know that actually has horses. And this is cute too, in my colors, of course. This, I would say, is her do-it-yourself. I don't want to have to undo the thing if I can help it, but I guess I can't. So she's constantly talking about making your own, you know, tie or whatever, or like shabby tie, or sort of your own sari silk type thing, sari ribbon. So I would think this probably came, well, it obviously came off a garment because it's got the serged finished edge on it. Love it. And look at this. And some of these purple flowers. Oh, and she parted with some butterfly fabric. Now that's generous because, you know, her spirit animal is a butterfly. Very nice. And look at, like, this is all curated. This is like, well, it's obviously off the bottom of a garment, but it's almost like a crushed velvet feel to it, or look to it. Here are some motifs off, well, a garment, I guess, probably. Probably too fancy to be off a scarf. These are lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Oh, I have had this stuff, but not with a mauve background. Mine was on silver. That's cool. Oh, that's quite the green on there. And I don't know what this stuff is called. I've seen it used almost like as an, I don't want to say interfacing because that's not right, but like it's nicer than cheesecloth. It's got more, you know, body to it. And I have some of this in a sort of a golden-y, natural, earth tone-y color. Well, leaning towards orange. Oh my goodness. This just keeps going and going. This is velvet. And those are actual pearls that have been sewn. I don't know. Maybe glued on. Unbelievable. Kim. Kim, 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 Kim. And I got a sleeve. I got a sleeve. I might need to wear this when I'm making videos. It is a very interesting color. It's like a purpley black or a blacky purple. And I don't know, hopefully you can see the light picking up the sequins. Gorgeous. And this is, well, I don't know what it is, other than beautiful. And oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now, I probably have to look through Kim's playlist because I'm sure it's somewhere. Well, maybe. I was going to say maybe I don't need to learn how to cut this up so it doesn't all fall apart. Because this is probably almost the perfect width for a journal cover. Can you imagine that? Unbelievable. Oh, and even this, see, this is, again, almost, so there are 3 layers here. The tulle decorative part, the sort of a satiny lining, and then this more firm. I'm going to keep this separate because I don't want it to snag anything. Oh my goodness, Kim. That is so gorgeous. 2 more packages. Let's do this one. I don't know how long I've been at this, but see, and only a fellow person would do this without taping so that nothing gets wrecked. Oh, yes, this is another, these, sorry about all the rustling. This is another item that Kim carries in her shop. Let me see if I can. So it's, well, it's delicate, obviously. So there are several sheets. I don't know that I can separate to count them, but so they have that, okay, made in England. So we know that they're, you know, they're nice. And then you just separate them wherever you want to have this, this look of, you know, to use these for embellishing. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So remember, the tissue paper and these things are in her shop. Gorgeous. And the Cat in the Hat comes back. Cool. Some H's. And these are the kinds of stickers that come from the Dollar Tree. And they're really quite attractive. And I guess I especially like this one because of the clock, because I think for clock and keys. I don't know if you have ever tried to buy vintage skeleton keys or, well, vintage keys. Let's just leave it at that. Oh, and these are like Christmas ornaments in my colors. Keys are so expensive. Oh, this is lovely. I'll add this to my napkin stash. Keys, there were 2 lots. Oh, here's something else handmade. So a little paper to write on that's been dyed. Lace, a doily motif, a bit of sheer something or other, and another little piece of trim. Some of that, I don't know what the word is. Oh, so she sewed that on. Yeah, cool. And then, of course, this back is just like a patchwork of little paper scraps, which is so cool. And then here's a little piece of lace. Well, not little, but a piece of lace with these little circles. And of course, if you've watched Kim and her haul videos, you know that she typically would be cutting around each of these and using them as a decoration. I think I thought I was in the middle of a thought, and I guess probably now I've lost it. Was it about these stickers? Because they're a little thicker, you know, you kind of have to use them with caution, but because they're so nice, they also lend themselves well to the cover, to a journal topper. And this is the final one here. Oh my goodness. Could this be destined for a peacock journal, perhaps? Well, let's do it this way so everything gets its own time in the limelight. So yes, see what I mean? This one just has that little tiny band at the top. Oh, this is different. Let me check this out. So she's just grouped a bunch of fibers here. Love this. I'm going to have to find a way. Well, typically when something is perfect for a certain project, I throw it right in that box. Whether it's, you know, trim, fussy cuts, paper, whatever. A digital, perhaps. This is cool. Just because that seems to be the only way to ensure that it, that it gets to the right project. Because I stopped myself. At first I was going to say, I need to find a way to display, and not display, sort these things, store these things. But no, that would be a mistake, because then I'd probably not twig on to using them. See, this is another thing that Kim does. So this is, I would say, that's scrapbooking paper. So at the bottom, okay. So it's just like an oversized swatch card in a sense. Because this has to be close to a foot in length. Oh my goodness. So, no, I don't think she's done it yet, and I would be sorry if I missed that. Kim was talking in a recent video about how she's going to be putting some kits together. So I wonder if this is the oh, and this is so sweet. I wonder if this is her MO for how she puts the fibers together, because it's a lovely presentation. And I mean, there's everything in here. So there's seam binding, there's some like twill tape, sort of, these little embroidered things. I can't think of the word. Oh my goodness. You know, you would put it between two layers, cording. Is that what is it, cording? That, I don't think that's the right word, because cord could just be the cord thing. So here's another little fabric sample with a dangle on a pin holding it closed. Lovely. Oh my goodness. Oh, and look at this. Chenille. So she's used corrugated cardboard. Who doesn't have millions of that? And then just makes a slit to hold this little tail in place. I'm so glad I dropped everything to open this box. Can you imagine if I would have tried to wait until getting back? So is this, Kim, is this a round of that memory wire that we can get for doing bracelets? Nice. A wrapped amethyst. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Now it makes me want to drop everything and get back to working with beads. I was on a bit of a tear for a while there, and then started working on those blush journals again, and then all of a sudden I awoke from my coma and realized, oh, it's almost Christmas. Better get on with Christmas. So what is this? Okay, she's taken this off something because it's got a hem. I thought it might be a wired ribbon, but it's not. Anyway, it's lovely. And this. And this looks like lining material. But doesn't it look extra special when it's, you know, bound up like this? Watch me stab myself. Oh my goodness. And I don't know, are these real scissors or are they something else? I guess they're real scissors. That is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. You know, when we were shopping together in March and we looked at, we bought, and we shared saris and so on, she did confess to having, you know, more than a few in her collection. And it just, I can see why and how she has some in every color. And the amazing part is that she shares it so generously. Can you imagine? Can you imagine this Ukrainian girl being of an ethnicity where this would have been how we dressed? It is, I don't know, I don't think I believe in reincarnation, but man alive, how can I love this stuff so much? Oh, there's a butterfly. Oh, and this is that Cineme ribbon. We used to sell narrower versions, of course, in our shop when we had it. Just spectacular. Now I'm kind of sorry that I've packed what I've packed to take with me to Canmore. This is cool as well. So I hope that, and this, doesn't this, I mean, I don't think it doesn't feel like it's been washed to within an inch of its life, but that's how it looks. It's like when they do those carpets that are sort of kind of go through an aging process, so they're, even though they're new, they look like they've been, like they're vintage. That's what this reminds me of. Beautiful. What I was going to say is I hope that by looking at the variety of the stuff that Kim has put together and has so generously shared, I hope that that you get a feel for what, can you tell which is the right side? You know, these things, I've actually used them sometimes purposely wrong side out if I've liked it more. So this is one of those that I think it would be one of those choices. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, hopefully you have seen now that when you see garments or fabrics or whatever out in the wilds, and when you're out there thrifting, that you keep an open mind because of the possibilities. Now, this is lovely and crisp and, you know, still has its sizing in it. I think this may be something that I pass along because I honestly don't know that I would ever use this, but I certainly know other people who would very much appreciate that. So, and look at You know, I have a good vocabulary, but it seems to me I've run out of adjectives. Oh, and this. This, okay, so what was it? It's, well, I guess it's upholstery weight. At first I thought maybe it was a placemat, but if it was a placemat, it would have a finished edge. So I would say this is either off a cushion cover, which would have been an oversized one, or it is, you know, a piece of upholstery fabric that she cut down. But it's great. And of course, each one of the, well, with all the fabric, they all have a time and place. You know, something like this would make a very substantial and sturdy journal cover. You know, but again, just in these, for instance, these three things here. Well, let's throw this in as well. They're all equally beautiful, and they all have just the perfect place to use them. Yeah. I know that when she opened the package that I sent her, she said that her mind was going, you know, with all the possibilities. Well, that's exactly the feeling that exactly what I'm experiencing too. This is very soft. I'm not sure what this would have come from. It's quite a loose weave. But again, you know, it's that blue-green combination that is so, I don't know, it's just so refreshing. And then this is the final piece. I would say, well, I'm pretty positive that that's upholstery fabric. And that's lovely as well. Oh my goodness, Kim, I don't know what, well, you know that I love you. You know that I'm with you through maybe the summer from hell that you're having. I definitely hope that we do get together in spring, because you can be sure that I will be saving my shekels to both for, you know, airfare and a hotel and thrifting and like just the woman is a wealth of knowledge. She's a generous soul. She doesn't suffer fools gladly. And I am blessed to have her in my life and to call her a friend. Thank you so much for vicariously sharing in this awesome happy mail. And I definitely have my work cut out for me, that's for sure. I wonder if I'll be able to put all this away before I leave for my little getaway. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I don't know how long we've been at this, but obviously every single thing deserved its moment in the sun. So thank you so much for if you stayed to the end, thank you for being here. And as always, feel free to mention in the comments what your favorite thing was. And don't forget that some of those items are available in Kim's shop, so you can get your own there. Thanks, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.